After weeks of rumours, it was finally confirmed that Moto3 rider Darryn Binder will make the jump to MotoGP next year at Yamaha's satellite team, which will be rebranded as RNF Yamaha. Normally, riders go through Moto2 before joining MotoGP. Some have cast doubts over this move, and current MotoGP riders Jack Miller and Aleix Espargaro have given their thoughts on this. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Moto World, can Darryn Binder make jump to MotoGP from Moto3 work? Ducati's Jack Miller is someone who has experience of skipping the intermediate class and directly entering MotoGP. He started off by explaining why such opportunities need to be taken. I think all power to him. As I stood by my whole MotoGP career, if you get the opportunity, this train doesn't come twice, if you know what I mean, for a lot of people. He explained how this is a rare opportunity few riders get. If you've got the opportunity, you best get on and give it a crack, because a lot of people don't get to do this. They don't get to ride the fastest motorcycles in the world against the best riders in the world. He also expressed his confidence in Darryn being able to make it work. So, if you've got the opportunity, why not take it? And if anyone can do it, I think it's Daz. He's got that wild style. He can ride a bike when it's moving around and whatnot, so I don't think it'll be an issue. He's got plenty more experience on bigger bikes than I had when I moved to MotoGP. He, however, did state that nothing can prepare a rider for a MotoGP bike. But yeah, nothing can prepare you for one of these things. It's that far from everything else that you never know until you are here, so you best just try and get here. Aprilia's Aleix Espargaro, who took the traditional route of going through the intermediate class before entering MotoGP, found this move strange. It's a very strange situation. I agree about a super license or something like this. I prefer to not really comment too much. I mean, I don't really understand anything of this movement. He signed off by reiterating his point. It's not that I don't like, but I cannot find a reason why. It's the most bizarre movement I've ever seen in my life. Fast feed. Championship leader Fabio Quartararo feels that the expanded calendar for next year is going to be great, as he likes to go to different places. It's always strange to come to the same track, but we know with this COVID situation that it's so difficult to go to those places outside of Europe, he continued. But for me, it will be nice, and it will be another step to go back to normality. I'm really looking forward to ride the new track in Indonesia. I hope the calendar will not change anymore, he summed up. His only title rival, Pecco Bagnaia, added that it will be nice, but we have to see if we can go to some races like Malaysia, Japan and Australia, or even Indonesia. We are waiting to see the World Superbike next month in Indonesia, but it can be nice and I would like to go, but it's always difficult to go to some of those places, he elaborated. He also accepted that the only thing I can do is win to try and stay in the title fight. We know the difference of 52 points is high, but we'll try anyway. Honda's Marc Marquez, meanwhile, stated that they say, of course, we want to go to different parts of the world, but 21 races starts to be a big number. For the future, if we want to arrive in more countries, we will need to take off some races, because like this, I feel 20, 21 or 22 is already enough races in a year, he concluded. SRT Yamaha's Valentino Rossi pointed out that he has competed a lot with two-stroke bikes. Of course, two-stroke bikes have a great charisma from the outside and also when you ride them. But it's like this. At a certain moment, the world changes and MotoGP changed to four-stroke. I remember it was a shock for me and for all the riders because we loved our 500cc two-stroke bikes, he added. I also like the four-stroke very much, because the current bike is maybe more controllable in acceleration with all the electronics, and it's also incredibly fast, and I think this is the natural evolution. But the two-stroke remains in my heart and in every motorbike fan's heart, he concluded. Lucio Cecchinello, owner of LCR Honda, has stated they expected a little more from Takaki Nakagami's results, because it is the fourth year in which he has competed with LCR Honda. Also, this year, unlike the previous 3 seasons, he is on the same bike as the factory riders. I think that, in the end, what happens to Takaki seems a little like what happens to Aleix. Our package isn't really competitive against other bikes, he reasoned. Lynn Jarvis, managing director of Yamaha Motor Racing, stated that they are delighted to extend their partnership with the now rebranded RNF MotoGP team. When Razlan Razali and Sepang Racing Team embarked on their MotoGP adventure at the end of 2018 and the start of 2019, nobody could have expected how they would take the Premier Class by storm. The impressive 2019 season and exceptional 2020 season results underline the professionalism and quality of this team that will soon be renamed RNF MotoGP team. Will Darryn Binder succeed in MotoGP despite skipping Moto2? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of MotoGP.